Okay, the first question, what you had asked was, you already joined, no, Sachin?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
You again messaged something, so I was wondering.
Yeah, that was just to open up the context in in the context of which sutta I am saying that. I just not listed the sutta.
Okay. No, you have put something like it's WhatsApp call or Google Meet, so that's what I was asking. Anyway, so we will take this. This is okay, sorry, 22 dot. रूपम अत्ततो समनुपස්සति रूपवन्तं वा अत्तानं अत्तानि वा रूपम रूपस्मिं वा अत्तानं. So this is 5 types of seeing it. So where are you stuck?
Yeah, so by example, I mean, you say atta means personality. So I was just imagining like if self or personality is in the form, I'm an Indian. So is Indian is my personality and something like that I was trying to imagine.
No.
So how self can be in the rupa can be in the self. That example I wanted to understand.
It's very simple. If you see the camera right now, what do you see?
Person, Vilas.
For you or for me, this rupa, aren't you considered as you now? First thing. Second, rupavantam. That means you look. Rupavanta means looking good, good looking. I am good looking. That's what it means.
Okay.
So you take this body to be good looking. So first thing the person does is like a dog watching its own reflection in water or in mirror. First it sees. It says I am here. Okay. So if you take that, it is like attato samanupassati. Passati is to see, right? Rupa attato samanupassati. It means once it sees its reflection, it recognizes its reflection as I am. Clear? Okay, now you are seeing either the camera or the mirror. So I feel I am sitting here and talking. That is the first one. Rupavantam va attanam. I look good. Okay, it's a very Indian colloquial way of saying Rupavanta. In Sanskrit also it is there. You look
Okay, Rupavati, yeah.
Rupavati. Rupavanta is what it is. Okay, when you say Rupavanta, don't you feel happy?
Yeah.
That's the second one. Okay. Now, Attani va Rupam. Am I not this? After seeing the reflection, after getting a message that I look good, don't I feel I am? That's the third one.
Validation, okay.
Rupasmim va attanam. Rupasmim, this is asmi. I am this Rupa.
Mm.
Now I is created in the Rupa.
Okay.
Clear? So first I looked at the reflection and I found myself. Then somebody or I myself looked at that and felt, wow, I look so nice. Right? So I become Rupavanta or Rupavati. If it's a female, Rupavati. If it is a male, it is Rupavanta.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. Then third one, I started feeling Rupavantam. Sorry, Attani Varupam. Atta, myself. Is this Rupa? Isn't it not true? Yes, it is certainly true. It is certainly true that I feel I am this Rupa. Now, having found out that I am this Rupa, I take this as myself. Rupasmim va attanam. Asmi has happened. Asmi mana. That vanity has happened.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah, so that English translation is totally wrong. Huh?
Yes. That is correct. English translation is wrong. But this is how it has to be understood.
Okay, okay.
They talk about self. He's not talking about self. So in English, there is no proper word to say atta. So atta, they make it as self or
Yeah,
atma.
but even if we consider that self replaced with personality, so that one inside another and another inside one, that was, I mean, something as a container and something as contained. That grammatical representation is also wrong.
Yes. So the meaning, the real meaning of that is how we watch the magic happening in front of the camera or in front of the mirror. That's a practice we need to do. No matter
Okay.
how much Dhamma we read, it doesn't really matter. Am I able to see this as a skeleton for myself? If I'm able to see it as a skeleton or as a whole, not WHOLE, whole, or this teeth or something which looks, which shows the,
Non-conventional.
yes, that is abhinya, seeing it in a different way.
Okay, okay.
If I don't, if I am watching myself, and no matter how much I convince that I am not this, I am not that, it doesn't work out. Why? Because I have already considered, I have already identified. So that is what he's saying here. He's saying once you look at it, Rupam Attato Samanupassati. So the moment you see a mirror, the moment you see a camera, the moment you see anything which is reflecting, the consciousness, which is Vijnana, takes itself, including the form, as itself. It's not you feeling or you don't feeling. That is not the question here. Okay. Think it, analyze it very carefully.
So I can say that just this, just within this moment, all this four happens. It's not four way of atta. It is just four gradual or four part of atta. Four way of four methods by which I am building the atta.
No. It is building up on what you considered. Samanupassa.
Ah,
Samanupassa. Samanupassa is instantly seeing. The moment you see, the moment a reflection is seen, what happens?
Some anupasyan.
What happens when you see?
Yes.
What happens? That is what happens. What happens? Atta
I,
samanupassati. Isn't it that the moment I see this screen or this video or this camera or this voice which is coming or anything in this form, am I not feeling this belongs to me or this is me? That's all what it is. Am I really seeing it as a ear with holes, nose with holes, mouth with hole, eyes with hole, or the temperature here, or a solidity here? Am I seeing anything like that? No. When I cannot see like that, no matter how much I pretend, like I said, Sachin, how much ever I pretend, it's not going to help, because the moment I see the mustache, I see my nose, I see these ears, I see the head, I see the t-shirt, I see everything I'm seeing now, makes the consciousness feel that I have been like this, even though in reality it was not like that. But at present, I see it that way. So when I see it that way, it keeps on extending to the next one. So now, if I were to say that Samanupassati has happened, then I will see it as Rupavantam va Attanam. I look nice. I look beautiful. I look smart. That's what I feel. Okay, I will adjust my hairs, or I will see whether any pimples are there, any this one is there, that one is there. The beard is grown, so I need to trim my beard, something like that. Or if there are white hairs coming on my mustache, I feel I should be putting some color, because I don't like this white gray color in between. I want it to be covered, right? Why? If I am doing coloring, or if I'm dyeing the hair, why am I doing it? Is because the second one, Rupavantam va Attanam. Once I've colored my mustache and the beard and the head hair, again I watch carefully like this, and I feel happy. Why do I feel happy? Because Attaniva Rupam. Okay. Now that I have become Attaniva Rupam, don't I feel proud about it? That is what the fourth one is. It is Rupasmim va Attanam. Asmi, this is mine. So if somebody asks me, Vilas, you look so young, you look like a 30-year-old, what happens?
Very nice feeling.
Ah, that is the Vedana, the next one. I did all of that to get that feeling, because I get the perception, Sanya. Then I do Sankhara, that is painting this and doing all that. And the Vijnana gives you that experience. What experience? Pleasurable experience. Okay, this is how these five aggregates keep on going around. So you will either say Rupam Samanupassati, Vedana Samanupassati, Sanya Samanupassati, like that. If Rupa starts, the other thing also starts along with it. They don't go in in separation. So the moment I see my reflection in this camera, what is happening? Rupa is happening, Vedana is happening, Sanya is happening, Sankhara is happening, Vijnana is happening. All the five. It's not only one. We shouldn't be isolating that, now only Rupa has happened. Then after some time Vedana happens. No, sorry. As I am speaking to you, I can see the Rupa. As soon as I see the Rupa, there is a Vedana. There is a feeling that it is I am. So it gives me a secured feeling. Whenever I am comes, it makes me feel secure. Right? Why? Because there's a perception that I am this body, I am this face, I am this eyes, I am this ears, all have been intact. So I am watching keenly everything from lips to the hips. I am watching from the head to toe. I am watching for any change. Why? Because I want it to be stable, dhruva. I want it to be nitya, not anicca. I want it to be sukha, not dukkha. I want it to be atta, not anatta. I want it to be subha, not asubha. Okay, and that's what I'm doing. So samanupassati, watches instantly the way it is seen. So it is felt in the same way, it is perceived in the same way, it is you prepare yourself up in the same way, which is sankhara, and you get that experience that I am Vilas. I am indeed Vilas. There's nobody else. That is Vijnana. Now the second one. If we take all the five of them, Rupavantam Vattanam. Now if you look at Vedana, what does it say? Vedanavantam. If you take Sanya, same thing on Sanya. What about Sankhara? Same thing about Sankhara. Sankharavantam. Vijnanavantam. What is Vijnanavantam? It's very interesting. Vijnanavantam is I am experiencing it. It's me who is experiencing. So if you ask, what have you experienced? Am I not feeling glad of sharing that experience? That is Vijnanavanta. So if somebody were to ask, Vilas, you look very smart. Where it is looking? Is it in Rupa? Is it in Vedana? Is it in Sanya? Is it in Sankhara? Or is it in Vijnana? That experience is in Vijnana only, not in Rupa, not in Vedana, not in Sanya, not in Sankhara. But that experience is in Vijnana. But because Rupa is there, Vijnana will attach to it. There is another sutta where he says that if you allow, the Vijnana attaches to Rupa, Vijnana attaches to Vedana, Vijnana attaches to Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana, all that.
Four are foundation of Vijnana.
Yeah. It attaches. So now we can see it in operation. The moment I am seeing it here, Vijnana attaches to Rupa instantly. Very instantly. And it says, Vilas, you are here. Hey, you are Vilas. Oh, I see. Okay, very good. Vilas, you are growing old. Do something. Now I'll do something. Right? So that is the basic thing which is happening. Okay? I want to experience who is this I am is the question. Is it Rupa? Is it Vedana? Is it Sanya? Is it Sankhara? Is it Vijnana? Is it all the five? Upadana Khanda is all the five. Okay? Only Khanda are Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. But if I say Upadana Khanda, it is all the five. So right now, as a Puttujana, a normal worldling, if I go and ask, do you know Panchupadana Khanda? He says, I have no idea. But do you know your Vilas? He says, yes, I know I'm Vilas. I was born in so and so year and I did my education here. I did my schooling here. I started working here. I am 5 feet, blah, blah, tall. I am married. I am single. I am having a son. Or I don't have a son. I have a daughter. I don't have a daughter. All of that is coming from Upadana Kanda.
Story, episode, serial.
That is dukkha. Why?
Okay.
Because none of it will get a permanent place. None of it. None of it. So then I have to go with Atita, past. I have to go to the future. I have to come to the present. Then I have to divide it by Ajata, inside, Bahidda, outside. Then I have to say it is Olarika, gross, Sukuma, subtle, or I have to say Hina, inferior, or Panita, superior. I have to define that way. There's no other way to define. Or I have to say like this, that I have to say Thula, that means fat, Sukuma. Like, so I have to say tall, short, long, all of these I have to use. I'm a very tall person. I'm a very short person. I'm a medium sized person. All of that have to be explained. Why? Because in consciousness, this has to get established. So it is established. So Vijnana Anidasana has become Nidasana, not Anidasana. It has become Nidasana, meaning it has got established. As what? As Vilas. So if Vilas get established, then there is birth and death cycle for Vilas only, not for anybody else. So now how will I die? Rupa will go, Vedana will go, Sanya will go, Sankhara will go, Vijnana will go, but I feel I will not go. Because I am holding it tight, Upadana Khanda. So to your question, what is Upadana Khanda? Is holding tight. Holding tight of what? When I see the Rupa, Samanupassati, Atta happens. That is what it is. It's not Atta as in personality. Yes, it is. But how did you create a personality? The personality was created through Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. And you need to really see it. This is called as Yoniso Manasikara. Only when you see through Yoniso Manasikara, you can find it. That's the reason he says people are anxious. Because they see Rupa disintegrating, Vedana disintegrating, Sanya disintegrating, Sankhara disintegrating, Vijnana disintegrating, but they want to integrate back. And there is no way to integrate. It seems to be integrating, but it is disintegrating. Then again, integrating, hunger is a very simple example to say there is integration when you eat and disintegration after some time. Again you feel hungry, again you feed, so the Rupa comes up and again goes away. Then again you have to feed, again it comes up, again it goes away. Along with Rupa, the Vedana also came, the Sanya also came, Sankhara also came, Vijnana also came. Now if you reflect back, it is a story. Nothing exists. So one extreme view is everything exists. One extreme view is nothing exists. And the middle way is seeing through Paticamutpada. So now, when I eat something, if I say Ahara Samudayo, Rupa Samudayo, Now, if you take that portion only, as soon as I had a food, the food is taken to the body, what happens? If I am a normal worldling, what happens? Rupam attato samanupassati. I will feel I am this Rupa. My stomach is full. I am feeling. So Rupa is there, Vedana is there, Sanya is there, Sankhara is there, Vijnana is there. So you are feeling your stomach is full. You are perceiving the stomach is full. You are preparing to fill the stomach. And you have taken the Rupa. So when that Rupa goes in, what I feel, I stand in front of the mirror and I feel my stomach has come out. I don't say it is just stomach. I will say my stomach. Not just saying, I really feel that it is indeed my stomach. If it was just saying it's okay, then you are an arhat. Conventionally, you are saying it's my stomach is fine. But I am saying, I feel this is my stomach. Now, I go another extent. What do I do then? Rupavantam va attanam. If somebody says, Vilas, you are getting a paunch, immediately I will say, without any break, I just ate. That means I'm trying to prove that I don't have a tummy, protruding tummy. I say that my tummy is flat because I ate, the tummy has come out, as though I can control the tummy. Okay. Then, it's not only that. Attani varupam. Now I feel it's my responsibility to maintain this body. It's my ownership. I own it. And because I own it, I do exercise. When I exercise, I become lean. When I become lean, people will appreciate me. When they start appreciating me or depreciating me, rupasmim va attana. So, rupa asmi mana comes. So I feel vanity. I get the ego basically that yes, indeed I have taken care of my body. So if somebody says that Vilas, you look so young, I never thought that you are you are more than X amount of years. So I feel so glad. That day I feel extremely glad. Wow, the effort has paid off. Nobody will ask me, Vilas, have you put color here on your mustache? Have you put color on your hair? Nobody asks me. They also know I put color. But they still say that, you look so young. And I tap myself, wow, Vilas, how nicely you have maintained your body. That's all what it is. So, the moment I see this camera or the moment I see the mirror, if I am having yoniso manasikara, I see only skeleton. Then there is no atta. So the reason why charnel ground meditation is prescribed in Satipatthana is to get out of this madness that this is my body. 9 charnel ground. It's not that somebody is sensual or sexual and hence this was done. This was done because as soon as I see myself in the mirror or the reflection in the water or wherever it is, I am not able to let go that I am this body. So what is the practice I need to do? Go to the charnel ground or cremation ground. Nowadays we don't have the method of burning because everything has become electric, but otherwise if you still go to Ganges and other parts of India, you can see the body is coming up and you watch, meditate, and put yourself there and see what's happening to the face. As soon as the fire enters, what's happening? It all brings out. That atta is coming out. So you keep on watching, then kama sukhalu kanu yoga itself will go away. Then we understand. So now we have autopsy in YouTube.
We can look into YouTube also, all these things.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to come to you. That one full week, morning till evening, you just see autopsy. And you have to make sure that you are watching autopsy of yourself. That's what in the Satipatthana Sutta he covers. He says that evam eva. This is like that. This body is also like can be put in that place. So I need to watch. I shouldn't be watching it is somebody's body, what's my problem? No. I should be watching it as my body. They are cutting. And I am watching. So then Ajatta Bahidda will go away. Okay? There's no Ajatta, there's no Bahidda. Then for the very first time in your life, you'll experience Dhatu Vibhanga. Vibhanga means division. Division of dhatus as Pathavi separate, Apo separate, Tejo separate, Vayo separate, Akasha separate, Vinyana separate. You see that and you will feel, what am I seeing? That experience you should have. That is Yoniso Manasikara. No matter how many times I would have read Dhatu Vibhanga Sutta, it might not bring me anything. I've known that. But that doesn't help. I have to see for myself, Yatha Bhuta, meaning how it is formed. I have to see. Then this madness goes away. For that moment, that madness is completely gone. The asavas are completely removed at that very moment. There is no asava. There is no kama asava. There is no bhava asava. There is no avijja asava. There is no ditti asava. All the four asavas are cut. For that moment. Not that totally cut. For that moment. You feel shocked. That time, one second, that time you will see Rupa fading away, Vedana fading away, Sanya fading away, Sankhara fading away, Vinyana fading away. Then you get faith in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha completely. And that is the time you are actual Sotapanna. Okay. Now the question comes, what if I didn't have this experience? I have some other experience. Whichever experience you take, you will ultimately get into this. Okay. It need not be like this only. Some people get Sotapanna experience by understanding Anicca only. And they get it over. They get it by Dukkha. Over. They get it by Anatta. Over. They get by some means. They understand Patisamutpada only one linking. That is how the jati, jara, marana is happening. They keep on reflecting, got it, finished. Sotapanna. Over. Okay. This what you have suggested, Sachin, is a very good one to do. It's very nice one. So this requires a mirror mandatorily for practice, or a water reflection, or a video what we are doing now. You have to keep on watching, keep on watching, keep on watching. It breaks. That reflection will break. It cannot stand. You have to keenly watch, exactly watch what is happening. Am I this Rupa? Yes. We can't be what I can cheating ourselves. So it is really observing, observing, observing. It breaks. Once it breaks, finished. You'll see skeleton. Once you see skeleton, no longer you will be associated with it. Yes, Sachin, you wanted to ask something.
Yeah, what I suggested was mirror or that YouTube kernel.
No. If you are not getting through mirror, then what you can do is you can take that autopsy on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, what I was remembering as you were saying, that I remember one sutta in which this Ashubhasanna, some bhikkhus started killing themselves.
Correct.
Then Buddha suggested that Anapansati is the solution.
Correct. Because sometimes it goes to the extreme, meaning you start hating.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is yatha bhut. It should be yatha bhut. Otherwise, you will kill yourself.
Yes, exactly. And another sutta is Magandya Sutta, MN 75. It's a very nice sutta where he explains that how a person takes everything as himself and suffers with that. Very nice, a huge one, a big one, but it's nice one. MN 75, Magandya Sutta. Whichever it is, Sachin, it's this sutta also 22.7. What you have taken, it's a nice one. You can reflect. So the meaning of this is, as soon as you see, I am. All the 5 aggregates have joined in that I am. Not single. Once that has happened, then immediately the Rupavantam, Vedanavantam, Sanyavantam, Sankharavantam, Vinyanavantam happens. Okay, same time, no time gap. It's not that I see this like this and no Vedana is going to come. There is going to be Vedana. Objective here, if it becomes skeleton, Vedana will become neutral. If it becomes neutral, Sanya becomes Anicca Sanya. Sankhara becomes what? Samatha, tranquil. Vijnana, not there. Why? Because there is no experience. There's nothing to be experienced. So Vijnana is not there. So Namarupa Pachaya, Vijnana Pachaya Namarupa Pachaya Vijnana gets cut. With that cutting, Namarupa Pachaya, Salaytana Pachaya, Phassa Pachaya, Vedana Pachaya, Tanha Pachaya, Upadana Pachaya, Bhava Pachaya, Jati Pachaya, Jara Marana Soka Parideva, completely cut in that moment. Now, in the same moment, as we speak, you will get clarity on Rupa. You will get clarity on Rupa Samudaya. You will get the clarity on Rupa Nirodha. Then you get the clarity on Rupa Nirodha Gamini Patipada. You immediately get clarity on Vedana. You get clarity on Vedana Samudaya. Then you get clarity on Vedana Nirodha. Then you get clarity on Vedana Nirodha Gamini Patipada. Then you get Sanya. Then Sanya Samudaya. Then Sanya Nirodha. Then Sanya Nirodha Gamini Patipada. Then Sankhara. Sankhara Samudaya. Sankhara Nirodha. Sankhara Nirodha Gamini Patipaya. Then you get Vinyana. Vinyana Samudaya. Vinyana Nirodha. Vinyana Nirodha Gamini Patipada. So you get totally, you get Patisamutpada. You get to know what is Rupa, what is Vedana, what is Sanya, what is Sankhara, what is Vinyana separately. Then you get to see the Four Noble Truths in each one of them. At the same time, Animitta is experienced. Immediately it brings in Appanihita. Then it brings in Shunyata. All the three. It's not theory. You will yourself see it. For that, first step, when you see in the mirror, you should not be seeing your Rupa as so and so. That's the starting point. If you can do that, then you will know what is Rupa. Then you know what is Atita, Anagata, Pachupanna, Ajjatta, Bahida. Then you don't have to memorize. You don't have to really look at a book and all that. You automatically comes. It need not be that, oh my goodness, I have to now look at what this is, what that is. No. It may be not in Pali. It is okay. But you will get the meaning of it. You will get to know what it is. It's not about Pali. It's just understanding things as they are. Are this mouth, which is having a hole. In, out, in, out. If you just do that much meditation, in, out, in, out, in, out. Enough. It cuts off. Kama will go away. So Kama Chanda will immediately go away. What will you see in the mouth? Whosoever mouth, it is the same. And observe the teeth. It looks so bad. Because lips is there, it covers things up. Now if you were to spread the lips like this, nobody likes to see. And Aryu has one dentist. And she opens up like this and does everything. I don't think so Aryu would be liking what he is seeing. But if he is able to meditate on the teeth for 7 days, Rupa is gone, Vedana is gone, Sanya is gone, Sankhara is gone, Vinyana is gone, everything is gone. It breaks. That is what is called as Nibbindati. So you get Nibbidda, Viraga, Nirodha, Upasamaya, Abhinyaya, Sambodhaya, Nibbanaya, all happening together in one succession. If at all we get Nibbidda, Nibbana is immediate. It doesn't matter whether you are Sotapanna or Sakadagami, Anagami, Arhat, whatever you are. It doesn't matter how much Dhamma you know or don't know. In fact, Sachin, we don't have to learn so much. We just have to stand in front of the mirror, watch ourselves. Whether I am this, am I this? That's all. You'll get feelings, Vedana. You'll get Sanya. These are the two things. So Sanya, Vedata, Nirodha means what? You should not feel anything, nor you should perceive anything. Animitta, removes perception. If there is no perception, there is no feeling. If there is no feeling, there is no perception. Simple. Right? So ninth jhana is what? Sanya Vedeta Nirodha. So what should I do? Should I sit for hours together? First jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. Oh, now in fourth, fifth one, sixth one, seventh one. Not required. That's one way of achieving it. This is another way of. So Buddha's teaching has many ways within that to achieve. It's not only one single way. Even though in Mahasatipattana Sutta he says, Ekayano ayam bhikkave maggo, what it means is that this path, what I am showing you, is a definitive path. Ekayano doesn't mean there is the only path. No. There are many paths within Buddha Dhamma to get that liberation experience. You can take Dhatu, you can take Iriya Pabba, you can take Sampajanya Pabba, you can take Anapana, you can take the 9 channel ground meditation, you can take the Patikula Manasikara Pabba, you can take Vedana, you can take whatever you want to take. You want to take Chitta, okay, enjoy. You would want to take Dhamma as an object, okay, done, take it. Take whatever you want. You want to take Dhatu, okay, take it. You want to take Ahara, take it. All of them brings you the same thing. Whichever way you go, it will cut off 5 aggregates of grasping, and it will show you 5 aggregates to what they are. They are Udaya, Attanga. So you get Udaya, Vyaya, Jnana. Nothing is permanent as such, saying that, oh, I have this Rupa. No. I don't have this Rupa. No. You have Rupa till the time the condition matches. As soon as the digestion happens, everything is sucked out. Again, you have to refuel. That is exactly what is happening in plants. That is happening in animals. That is happening in light, the tube light. Electricity is flowing through the wires. If I can say that's the same electricity what I am getting, then there was no need for a metered connection, because it is not the same. It has metered. River, water keeps on flowing. You can't at any point in time say that no, this is the same river where I dipped my head. So by the time I dip the head and come out, that portion of water is gone forever. So anicca, paticca samutpanna, khaya dhamma, vaya dhamma, viraga dhamma, nirodha dhamma. 5 dhammas are there. All object, dhamma means thing. All thing goes through anicca. So vilas is a thing. He goes through anicca. Paticca samutpanna. It is caused by conditions. It is sama utpanna. It has come into force. It has shown up due to condition, not because unconditioned. Khaya dhamma, liable for fading away or liable for diminishing. Khaya dhamma, vaya dhamma. Vaya dhamma is fading, just fades. Color on the wall fades. Color on the skin fades. You take anything, it fades. Color on the car fades. Everything fades. Nothing can be kept. So fades away. Viraga dhamma. Discoloration happens. Isn't it true? All thing goes through discoloration. Khaya dhamma, vaya dhamma, viraga dhamma, nirodha dhamma. It will go out of trace. Simple. So anicca, paticca, khaya dhamma, vaya dhamma, viraga dhamma, nirodha dhamma. 6 of them. Okay. If I take Rupavanta, then it goes through 6 stages. Anicca, Paticca Samutpanna, Khaidhamma, Vaidhamma, Viragadhamma, Nirodha. If I take Rupa Attato Samanupassati, so when I see this, I say, aha, Vilas is there. So immediately, Anicca, Patisamutpanna, Khaidhamma, Vaidhamma, Viragadhamma, Nirodhamma happens. I might not know. That is my ignorance. That is avidya pachaya sankhara. Now sankhara pachaya vijnana. The vijnana is coming. That experiencer is coming because of the sankhara. Correct? In the 5 aggregates, sankhara, vijnana. Same thing. Sankhara, vijnana. Vijnana pachaya namarupa. Without namarupa, there can't be any consciousness at all. Because consciousness requires vijnana as its food. Vijnana requires namarupa as its food. So they both go hand in hand. What does that mean? Even though vilas does not exist, the form exists. The form is considered by vijnana as vilas. So it feeds onto the form and form feeds onto the vijnana. Where it is covered? Mahanidana Sutta. He talks 4 stages. So if we go through that, we will come to know the depth of Dhamma. But that is required. So Vijnana Pachaya Namarupa. Namarupa Pachaya Salayatana. Now you have 6 sense. Ayatana has got open. That is one house, eyes. It keeps on collecting images. Another house, ear. Keeps on collecting sound. Another house, mouth. Jivha. Keeps on, that is tongue. Keeps on feeding on taste. Then ghana. Keeps on feeding on smell. Kaya. Collection. Generally called body. So it keeps on collecting impression, touch. Mano keeps on taking impression of objects and creating concept out of that object. Okay. Sala ayatana. Cha ayatana or Sala ayatana. Sala is to have chain. Salayatana is 6 ayatanas with like a chained out. Each is connected to each one of them. So that becomes I. Salayatana, when it's there, then it requires contact. Otherwise, there is nothing that can be experienced. So it requires contact. Phassa. Phassa pachaya vedana. Only with contact there can be feeling. So when we say Vedana, we are talking the same Vedana which is there in Patisamutpada, which is after Phassa. So between Rupa and Vedana, it has already gone through these steps of Patisamutpada. And it has become Paticca Samutpanna. It has got created in step by step fashion. And hence it is part of Patisamutpada. Okay, so we have that simple formula. Iti imasmim sati idam hoti, imassa uppada idam upajjati, iti imasmim asati idam na hoti, imassa nirodha idam nirujjati. That means this being this, when this arises, this happens. So this being, birth being true, asati, that is iti imasmim sati idam hoti, birth being true. If you were to be born, Imasa upada idam upajati. The death takes over and death happens. If there is no birth, no death. So how did the birth happen? The consciousness picked up this body. Picked up which body? The food body, Kabalinka Ahara, and it created something out of nothing. And the same consciousness in some other person put a name called as Vilas. And this consciousness bought over that. I am Vilas. Now it thinks, it acts, it does everything thinking I am Vilas. So, Rupa Attano Samanupassati. So now I have become like this. And it has gone through the entire cycle now. Not the Avijja Pacha Sankhara. It has gone through everything. Upadana is already there, and Bhava is there, the Jati is there, Jara is there, Marana is there, everything is happening. But I feel, the consciousness feels that no death is going to happen. Why? Because it fears dukkha. So it makes it sukha. It forgets. It wants to forget about death. That's the reason no human being would like to hear death. Because it eliminates the existence. And I don't want. No Vijnana wants to not exist. And that is the reason it is called as what we can say, perplexity or hallucination or whatever it is. Vipallasa. So Sanya Vipallasa, Chitta Vipallasa. These two Vipallasa will ensure that when I see this, it's I am. Then I feel I am feeling. Then I feel I am perceiving. Then I feel I am doing this. I am doing that. I am doing this, doing that, like that. This is exactly what it is. So I need to keep on checking. So if I go and see these autopsy videos, I have to put myself there and watch. That's how they were doing in that sutta. Then the channel ground meditation or the crematorium meditation, if we do, this rupa will go away, and for the very first time you will see the bones. The moment you see the bone, the interest goes away. So the nibbidda has happened. Viraga, color is gone. Now there is no longer coloring of the skin and all that. How do I look? I look nice, right? All that will go away. You feel disgusted. In Sanskrit it is called as jigupsa. And in Pali it is jigucha. In English it is disgusting. And it is certainly disgusting. And that's the reason many bhikkhus committed suicide after seeing it for the very first time. That I am so ugly. Okay? And Buddha had to intervene and say that, hold on. Relax. Now you have just come into Dhamma properly. There's a long way to go. Don't end your life. So that's the whole idea of doing this. Then this sutta 22.7, excellent sutta. So then the other way around, right? This one is about arising. Now we'll talk about cessation. So the person doesn't take as atta. Immediately he gets into Nibbana. So the difference between Nibbana and this one. Here you are conditioning to believe that you are that. You stop conditioning. you are in Nibbana. Simple. But practice is this video, or sorry, not the video, camera, or a beautiful thing is a mirror. Just sit in front of the mirror. Observe, 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 observe. 99% you will take it as you. Only 1% you might not. But if you don't take it as yourself, magic happens. And hence he says that the person loses Sakkaya Ditti. And along with that, Visikiccha goes away, because now he has no doubt in Buddha Dhamma. He doesn't have doubt in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, all the three. Then he forgets all about this Silabatta Paramasa. In Sanskrit, if I were to put it, it becomes Shila Vrita Parama Ashraya. Ashraya means refuge. Shila is the Sila, morality. Vrata means austerities. Parama Ashraya, that's the ultimate. That's not the ultimate, that's just a starting point, not the ultimate. Now the question comes, why we are not able to see? It's because of the one of the 10 immoral deed is holding it. So you have to work out on 10 immoral deeds. I'm trying my best, but I'm not able to see the skeleton. Relax. Work out on 10 immoral deeds, automatically you'll see the skeleton. So the starting point is Sila, the middle point is Samadhi, the end point is Panya. Then that goes in circle. So first circle brings in Sotapanna, second circle brings in Sakadagami, third circle brings in Anagami, fourth circle brings in Arhat. Into 3 is 12. That is what is Dhammacakka Pavattana Sutta. Okay, further questions were there. Sachin, let's.
So where we just say mirror.
Yeah, sorry.
Someone was speaking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sachin. Yeah,
we
there
can-
is another Sachin here. Okay, Sachin, you
Yeah.
wanted to say something?
Which Sachin? Sachin Sharma or Sachin Bahade?
It's you, Bahade.
Shall I talk?
Bahade, yes, go ahead
Yeah.
and talk.
Okay, yeah.
One second. Before you talk, so Sachin is from London. And this Sachin is from Mumbai.
Gujarat.
Sorry, Gujarat. Sorry. Yes, Bahade, go ahead.
Yeah. My question was regarding I think this is the part of the questions, 3 parts of the same questions. Might be they are related with each other. First question is like the pleasure that we get it while listening the music, the hairstand, the piti. So the difference of that pleasure and difference of the pleasure in the samadhi.
Okay.
What's the difference in that? This is the first part. Second part would be the factors, the Shraddha, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya. So in that, while applying these 4 factors in the daily task, like achieving the goal. So I want to achieve the goal in a 30 days. So how to apply these 5 factors into that and the problem associated with that. The third part of the question would be like the 7 factors, like like putting
Bhujanga.
so one, yeah, yeah, one poem. I don't know the Pali words of that
No worries,
correctly,
no worries.
but in the middle is the sati, and the left hand side the three part. One is tranquility, and another part is the three. I don't efforts. Yeah, I think you got it. What I want to mean. What I want to
Okay, so
mean it.
you want to know about 7 Bhujanga or the 7 factors of enlightenment.
Yeah, that one, and this 5 factors. And the first question is the pleasure. So the last 7 factors is was the difference between this 5 and 7,
No, hold on,
and
hold on.
how.
Bahade, hold on. So let's first finish the first one.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one. There is a term in Pali called as asada, pleasure. In many suttas, Buddha explains about what is asada. Okay, asada has 6 flavors. Okay, so he gives in 6. For each senses, there are 6 of them. 5 senses into 6, 30. Okay, have you seen that?
Mm, I think no.
Okay, see, you have this asada. If you take asada is in covered in 22.26. Okay,
Yeah.
in SN Samyutta Nikaya. Okay, you can open that up. We will go through that.
SN 2.76.
22.26, not 76.
Okay. 2.26. Yes, I am on the Sutta Central now.
Yes, there he just says that it's very simple one to begin with.
Yeah.
He says yam ko rupam paticca upajjati sukham somanasam ayam rupasa asado.
Yeah, I got the English version.
Yes. So when you get the sound, you get the sound based upon the experience what you think is asada. Okay, not think in the sense not really you're thinking. That vibration makes a pleasant impact. So the vinyana is having vijanati. It knows this is pleasurable, this is painful, this is neutral. Vedana, what is Vedana? Vijanati is the consciousness. Okay, Vedayati, it experiences, is feelings. So you get that feeling, so manasa, sukha in the body, so manasa in the mind. Okay, and because of that, you experience that bliss feeling, which is like a pleasure. So you feel completely enamored by that. That's a proper word in English called enamor. So you get enamored by that. So that is called asad. Okay, when you get into jhana, the difference, if the sound goes away, instantly that is cut. Let us say you were listening to some sound, and after listening to that sound, the second time you want to play, you will not get that experience. Like coffee. First coffee you drink, you feel very pleasurable. The second coffee you drink, you will not feel that pleasure, because there is adinava. There's a drawback. Because of that drawback, you will not experience the same one. Whereas in the case of jhana, since savitakka savichara happens, it cuts the sense gratification. So he calls it as vivichehi kamehi, vivichehi akusala dhammehi. That means discriminating oneself from the kama, that is the sensual spheres, and discriminating oneself from the immoral deeds. You immediately get into the first jhana. So when you get into the first jhana and you compare that with music, this one stays for a long time than that music. So you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now coming to the second question of yours. The second question is 5 indriyas. Okay. So first indriya is virya. Let's take. Or saddha indriya, virya indriya, sati indriya, samadhi indriya, panya indriya. Okay.
Yeah.
First you need to establish is sati indriya. You can't establish panya, you can't establish samadhi, you can't establish the virya. You can establish saddha, because saddha would have got established if you are really working out on Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Okay. Now there is no energy. Energy creates restlessness. Panya creates restlessness. They both are restlessness syndromes. Whereas the saddha and samadhi creates a kind of torpor. It makes you feel very contented. Both samadhi as well as saddha. So you require sati in between, like a driver of a car. So you have to look at whether you are feeling very restless, then you have to get into samadhi. If you are getting sleepy, you have to put virya. And you have to keep on playing these 5 indriyas. Then you get 5 bala. Same ones as bala. Bala means strength. It will withstand by itself. Leaving is like a light coming out, which is panya. So sati will hit on saddha, sati and saddha will hit on virya, sati, saddha, virya will hit on samadhi, and sati, samadhi together will create panya. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. I want to understand this with
Example. We will, whatever we were
example.
talking in the few minutes back, we will talk the same thing. Do you have saddha with Buddha Dhamma Sangha? So let's say you will say yes. How do you check it out? Can you tell me how do you check?
Um, more likely, like I want to use it for a daily task, like for the
No,
saddha.
that is correct. Bahade, you tell me whether you have experienced Buddha Dhamma Sangha for yourself. That is unshakable faith in Buddha, unshakable faith in Dhamma, unshakable faith in Sangha.
I can't answer this clearly because I don't know myself.
Okay, no
How
problem.
much did
No problem. So I don't want to pursue beyond what I can do. But what you need to check for yourself is how much are you having saddha, faith on Buddha Dhamma Sangha. How do you get the faith on Buddha Dhamma Sangha is based upon the Dhamma. What is Dhamma? Is Swakhato Bhagavata Dhammo. That is, it has an ability to self-reveal to you. One of the concept will get revealed to you. This no longer remains as a concept. It no longer remains as a theory. It gets as an experience to you, which will get you Saddha in Dhamma. The moment you get Saddha in Dhamma, you will get Saddha with Buddha. Then you feel like being with people who have the same thinking, which is Sangha. So then you have got Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Once you have Saddha, then Sati gets developed easily. Otherwise, the Sati Patthana, you have to put lot of effort, because the Saddha Indriya has not got matured. So you have to first mature Saddha Indriya. Like I was talking about, you see yourself in front of the mirror. Then I am telling you that you should be able to see like a skeleton. That is the end, that is the Panya, what we are talking about. Now for that you need to have Saddha, that you can get to see the skeleton. Okay. Now I keep on watching. Suddenly it reveals, let's say, it means what has happened? Saddha has given rise to Sati. Saddha and Sati has given rise to Virya, that is energy. Saddha, Sati, Virya has created an environment for Samadhi, which is, we can call it as Sama Adhi, which is staying in an equanimous state. After I come to the state which will keep me Sama, equal, then the Panya, which is skeleton, is seen. Got the point?
Yeah, but I'm not getting clarity.
Of what? You have to practice. Now the practice here, again, like I was telling Sachin Sharma, that you sit in front of the mirror, you watch. Are you taking this as you? If yes, then Sati is not there. Okay. Why Sati is not there? Because Saddha is not got developed. So Sati will work best if Saddha is there. So Saddha is the starting point, Panya is the end point. So Saddha gives rise to Sati, Sati gives rise to Virya, Virya gives rise to Samadhi, Samadhi gives rise to Panya, and you have to keep on playing around with using Sati. Sometimes you are overdoing it, that is overwatching it. That means I am putting more Virya, so it gets more disturbed. So it becomes more restless. If I become more restless, then agitation sets in. So if the more agitation sets in, I will not be able to see anything. It's like shaking the tub of water and I can't see any reflection any longer. So I need to have faith. Then I need to have good amount of Sati. Sati Bala has to be there. So I have to develop Sati and Saddha, leaving the other two, other three basically. First Sati and Saddha. For that I require Virya also, but not that much. For like I have to give for Panya, I don't require that much of energy. I require little bit of energy. So Saddha has to be developed. Sati has to be developed using Sati Patthana or whatever it is. Then I require Virya. These three, if I strengthen, that helps me in getting into Samadhi. Using mirror and the face. That's the very practical way of doing. Now, if I am doing that, okay, now if I am really doing that, what all is going to happen? again it will give rise to satipatthana. Okay, so I get sati sambojjhanga, dhamma vichaya sambojjhanga, virya sambojjhanga, piti sambojjhanga, pasiddhi sambojjhanga, samadhi sambojjhanga, upekka sambojjhanga. So while I am developing saddha, sati, the same sati, mindfulness or awareness, remembrance, whatever name we want to coin that as, will create a bhujanga factor. Bhujanga is bhoj, is from bodhi, basically means awakening. Bhoj anga, anga means part of it. So it creates an environment for you to get awakened from sleep. Sleep is that when I see this face in the mirror, I am talking, I am Vilas. Suddenly I start seeing it as a skeleton. So sati has opened up. Now the dhamma vichaya automatically happens. What is dhamma vichaya here? I can see the dhatus. So if sati and dhamma vichaya has happened, I get tremendous joy, which is piti. Now when I get piti, piti cannot come without energy, which is virya. So the same virya, what I would have used as indriya, that virya is the same one. There's no difference. So sati is the same one, virya is the same one, samadhi is also same one. So 3 of the 7 are here only. The only difference here is the joy, that is piti and pasiddhi. Pasiddhi means that you feel relieved. Siddhi means achievement. Pasiddhi means you have completely felt you have achieved something. So it lightens your body, lightens your mind. You'll get a flotation effect. Yes. Yes, Aryu.
I think it's called a pasati rather than pasiddhi.
Yeah, pasaddi, pasiddhi, both are same. So,
oh, those are the same.
Yeah, so pasadhi is same way of saying that I have achieved something. So in some places they use it as a relaxation. In some places they use it as a way of saying that calmness. Then in some place they put as peace. So you have achieved something basically, if you really take it that way. So pasadhi, pasiddhi are the two ways of explaining the same thing. But in most of the Pali books, you will find it as pasadhi. Okay. But when you expand it, it can be used as pasadhi, pasiddhi. You have achieved. Basically, calmness is something what you have achieved, or tranquility is what you have achieved. So once that happens, you get samadhi and then you get equanimity. So now the raga, dvesha, moha, all the 3 are gone, because when you see the skeleton, there is nothing else to have a raga on that, or dvesha on that, or moha on that, because vilas is dead, skeleton is alive. Simple. So this is the 7 factors of awakening. So I have got awakened to reality. What's the reality? Is that consciousness is holding the 4 elements. That's all. That's the reality. So you have experienced dhatu vibhanga sutta, if I were to put it in that way. Because rupa is gone, vedana is gone, sanya is gone, sankhara is gone, vijnana is gone. on one side. Second side, you have gone out of Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Akasa, and Vijnana is pure. So you are able to experience that Vijnana. It is not associated with dhatus. Bahade, did I explain?
Yeah, my question was
Yes.
specific. My
Tell me.
question was specific, so
Specific to what?
might be I need. Sorry.
Specific to what?
Specific to what we are talking about by giving the example of the dhatu, which was kind of more deep. But my question was specific to mold worldly level task.
This doesn't work on worldly level at all. Bahade, it doesn't work. The factors of awakening don't work on worldly level. It is, see, this 37 factors of awakening, what you're talking about.
I think what he was trying to say is four faculties. It becomes four bojanga somehow. I don't know how. When PT is initiated, all this faculty has now become bodhanga. But he wanted to use four faculty into worldly life. Like he want to use his brain. How can maximally he use his brain, panna, he use his mindfulness, he use his energy to work so that he can get more salary.
Okay, on a conventional worldly note. Okay.
Yeah. Well, like I will explain, I will rephrase my question again. Might understand that. Like, okay, in Satipatthana or while living the daily life of 24 hours, like doing the task with mindfulness, being present at every situation. So, like if we present at every situation, every task, we will build the awareness, and I think that is the meaning of Satipatthana, and that leads to path of the progressing in the Dhamma. So in that sense, like suppose I have one task in my hand. Suppose for an example, I have a task of writing 100 pages in 30 days. This is the task. Okay. So to complete this task, I wanted to I want to complete the task in Dhamma way by including these 5 factors of Shraddha, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya. Okay. So for the 30 days, if I wanted to do that, I need to put energy first. So I have the saddha of completing the task in 30 days, which give me something, or which gives me wisdom, or something like that. So I have the saddha, I have a belief, like if I complete this, I will get this. This is my saddha. But the saddha is not working because might be I am lazy, or I don't feel the seriousness of the fruit. So I need energy, but the energy is not working properly. So I need to put so much energy, a lot of energy to put myself. And if I put so much energy, so somehow I started to write a one page. Are you getting my questions?
Yes.
I think before all of this, even Goenkaji used to say that this meditation helps you. A lot of people say that meditation helps you in your daily work. So that is kind of chocolate. The thing is, before using it, you have to put micha before all of them. I'm sorry. It is micha sati, right?
Yeah, see, Sachin Bahade, we can put it on worldly thing also, not an issue. So first you have to, let's say you have to write something 100 pages in 30 days. That's the assignment. That's the assignment. Okay. Now you have to have saddha, faith, that you will be able to finish it.
Yeah.
Now how will you develop it is the question.
Yeah, the problem is like if I have the faith over this, but because of the defilement like laziness, not having the value of that completing the 100 pages, but I have to complete this task. So to achieve that goal, first I need to positive, but I don't have the positive thing into that, but somehow I need to complete that. So I need to put extra energy like if I need to force myself because I don't have the happy energy, positive energy. So I need to push myself. So if I push myself, then my sati will work. Because if I apply so much energy into that, so whatever the thoughts or other tasks that come into my way, so I will ignore that. So in that way, I will get the sati somehow. So if I get the sati, then I will get the samadhi into that. But
No,
the process that I'm talking about,
I
the
got it.
process in this way I'm talking about.
I got it, Bahade. So you have to do like this. You have to motivate yourself by seeing people who have written 100 pages in 30 days.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say I'll give you a very straight example. Forget this 100 days thing. Let's say I want to have one meal a day. So Buddha talks about that it is good to have one meal a day. Okay, and I'm used to eating 6 meals in a day. Now I want to cut that into one meal a day. Now I need to have saddha. So there are two ways of developing that saddha. One is that I go to YouTube, I watch people who are having one meal a day. Medically speaking, also it is very good. They are saying that diabetes will not get, you will not get diabetes, you will not get hypertension, you will not get heart disease, etc. etc. So that is a motivation factor for me to do a 30-day, sorry, not 30-day, to do fasting like having one meal a day. Okay, so I will see that people have done for 30 years, 20 years, 40 years. Like if I look at Sadhguru, there's one video, he says that I've been doing this one meal a day for 40 years. He eats at 4:35 p.m. every day. So I get saddha. This is worldly one, like micha saddha, it's okay, no problem, but that is what it is. So now I see that there are people who have worked out, who can get, who are very fine in their body, and I can also do it. I get saddha. Now when I get saddha, I need to remember that I need to eat one meal a day irrespective of how many food articles has been kept on the table. Meaning I'm used to eating 6 meals, snacking 3 times meal and 3 times snacking, and I love to snack. Anything new coming like pizza is there or a burger is there or whatever is there, and I love to eat them, or something ice cream or some sweets and all that I want to relish. I need to remember that if I were to do for 1 week or 15 days or 30 days or 45 days, there is a lot of health benefit. So I need to keep on remembering that, hold on, I need to have only one meal a day because I have faith that it is going to help my health. Now that pulls me towards eating, so I have to put in effort. So I need to have virya, effort to cut myself from not eating, not getting entangled, not getting attracted, not craving for that food. I need to pull myself out. Every time the mind goes, start to relish, I have to forcefully pull the mind out of it and say that, come on, we have seen the video. Again, I have to go and watch the video. Then I get motivated that I will not be eating. So then again it fails. Again, I have to go and watch the video. For watching the video, I require virya. So what did I do? I brought in sati for shraddha and virya. Okay. I can't just put virya. I have to remember to put sufficient virya to cut the craving for eating, because I have faith that that is going to help me. So saddha, sati, virya. The same sati, if I were to use, then it converts itself into samadhi. How? no matter how much of the food has been kept by how many ever people, it doesn't bring me to eat that, snack that. So I have come to one meal a day. I have achieved. At that moment, I feel piti, I feel pasiddhi or pasaddhi. These two happens automatically. Why? Because I have achieved it. So now I get panya. Panya of what? Panya of how this thing has to be, or this one meal a day helps the body. So the weight reduces. If I go and test my HB1AC, no diabetes, then my blood test, yeah, there's no diabetes, then ECG report and echo and all that whatever done doesn't show any abnormality in the heart. The liver functioning test is very good, no fatty liver, etc., etc. So that clearly shows that I have adopted the Saddha, Sati, Virya, Samadhi, Panya. All the five. Got it?
Yeah,
Very simple.
got it. Suppose the case is like if the Shraddha is not developing at all for some task. It does not matter how much YouTube or how much information or how much benefits we take it, but it is very difficult to build the Shraddha on that. So in that case, a task needs to complete it. There is no option and no choice. Task need to complete it. So in that case, if we put a lot of efforts like crush mind by mind, so and after some time, getting the sati and samadhi and mind goes to the sluggishness or mind get the tiredness or any other defilement they come into that process. So how we can re-energized.
No, there is one sutta, Sachin, which talks about how Buddha got caught up in this and he went to the extreme. He tried doing everything, right? He started hitting the mind through the mind and doing all kind of things, and that made him more restless than what it was. So that doesn't work because he had not developed the saddha. So he found out that what he had initially done with Alara Kalama and the Udaka Ramaputta, he brought it back, saying that I need to have these 7 things. That is Nibiddhaya, Viragaya, Nirodhaya, Upasamaya, Abhinyaya, Sambodhaya. Something similar to this, you need to have something for worldly things. So if the saddha is not coming up because you are not convinced about it, it's not about how many times you have watched the YouTube video or whatever you have done. There is no convince. Your mind is not convinced on it. If the mind is not convinced on it, no matter what you do, it doesn't work. So first you have to develop something which can convince you that what you are doing is correct. Okay. So you need to have some result. You need to have some short-term result. Then you get saddha. Otherwise you will not get it. Without shraddha, putting just virya is of no use. And sati will never get developed. So that there won't be any mindfulness or awareness or whatever you want to call that as. And without awareness, no samadhi can be attained. And without samadhi, no panya can be attained. So the first thing is you have to develop saddha. Why the shraddha or saddha has not got developed is because you are not yourself convinced about it. Simple as that. Whatever is the task, you are not convinced.
And I guess Shraddha need not to be about the task, description of the task. It can be just a simple thing that you have a family.
No, it's not that. His question is totally different.
No, for earning money, there may be a reason.
No, no,
That
that,
is
no,
the
no, no,
teaching
no,
Shraddha.
no, no. His question is not on that. His question is in general. There's a project, let's say, and he has to do it. He there also you can apply this. So you require Shraddha, then you require Sati, then you require Virya. All these three will give rise to Samadhi. Then it gives you the Panya. It gives you that experience, what you are looking at on that project.
Plus, the experientially, in this situation, what I experience about this, I told you, like, if I put so much efforts into energy into that, okay, so after putting so much energy into that, whatever task come up in between, I will just ignore it. I say no, 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 no. And with this, by saying no, 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 my mind stay with the task. That means I have the sati. If mind say with the task by ignoring other things, I have the sati, and it goes for some time to focus on the subject and work done. But thing is that I get tired.
Yeah,
I
because
get sluggishness. It
correct.
can't
No,
continue.
no, no. You get tired because you put too much energy. Because there is no sati. If there was sati, you didn't require so much energy. If there is no sati only, then you have to put lot of energy because it is not working out. So then you put lot of energy. When you put lot of energy, you get exhausted. When the moment you get exhausted, you feel sluggishness in the body, sluggishness in the mind. So when you feel sluggishness in the body and the mind, you feel sleepy. When you feel sleepy, it brings in torpor, which becomes sloth. So you feel lethargic.
But if I reduce my efforts, my mind go to the boredom because
No, no,
other
no.
negative things they come up.
Correct, Sachin. That is happening because from the beginning you are not convinced about whatever you are doing. You are just forcing it out, but you are not convinced. That means the saddha is not developed. That's what I am trying to say to you.
Interest, like movie.
Yes. See, there is one sutta, Mulaka Sutta, root of all. So it is root. Kim Mulaka Avuso Sabbe Dhamma. He says Chandamulaka Avuso Sabbe Dhamma. Dhamma here is thing. Whatever project you take in life, whether it is worldly or it is spiritually, Chanda, interest is the first thing. So you are not interested, you are forcing it out for some reason, basically. And because you don't have interest, the Shraddha or the Saddha doesn't get developed.
Hmm.
The second one, he asked this question, Kim Sambhava Sabbe Dhamma? He says, Manasikara Sambhava Sabbe Dhamma. That is, mind is required to create a thing. So if your project has to be successful, you require to put the mind, and mind will not work without sati. So after saddha, you have to develop sati.
Okay. Sati is not only mean to be present with the object,
No,
right?
no. Sati means is to remember. It brings you back on whatever you were doing. It will not allow the mind to run away wherever it wants.
What I'm thinking, like, while doing the task, if any other thing come, I should ignore that. And I was thinking this is the sati. If I
No,
stay in
no,
on a
no, no,
program
no. Sati is
task.
not that. You are putting virya that I will not take any other task and all that. No. If you have sati, it will not allow the mind to move anywhere. It will only keep on that object because you have so much of saddha that sati will work. And your virya also will work on that. Virya is on the task what you have taken. Example I'll give you. Now I have gone to the office. I am supposed to attend a meeting and I'm supposed to do presentation. and I'm supposed to explain exactly what is the problem and what is the solution. Okay. Now I need to have Shraddha, faith, that I can deliver. If I myself is not convinced, nothing can be done. No sati will get developed. First, I need to have that confidence. I need to have that interest, chanda, that I will do very well. First thing. Then what happens? I will bring in virya. Through sati, I will be mindful that I am interested in delivering. So I am totally mindful of whatever I am saying in the meeting and how I am presenting. So when I have sati, virya will work very nicely. And because I am totally in that, it takes me to samadhi. And because I'm in samadhi, panya is just happens. I don't have to really do anything for getting panya. Wisdom of whatever I'm presenting. If I myself is not convinced, Sachin, it's not going to work out.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, Chanda and the Shraddha is like, yeah, there are some tasks in the life. It's difficult to develop the interest and the Shraddha. So in that situation, it's hard to follow the another steps.
Yes.
And I guess when interruption comes when you are working on something, attending that interrupt should not create a fear that I will forget the main task. Even while doing interruption, the back of your mind, the main task you are not losing. That is sati.
No, that was I considered, like, I just told the few seconds ago, like I'm doing the task, and while doing the task, some thought of eating, thought of drinking, thought of walking, thought of doing other things come. I just ignore that. I just don't allow that thing entertain into mind. But I just come to, like, this is not the sati. Sati is something different. I was thinking my understanding of sati is to be aware, to be present with the task, what we have, and doing that, and ignore the other things. That understanding of the sati of mine is not right.
Yeah.
Effortlessly, if it is effortless, then it is sati.
Yes, if you're since you're putting so much of effort, it doesn't really help you. See, this very nice sutta is Anguttara Nikaya 8.83. Okay. So, kim mulakavaso sabbe dhamma, kim sambhava sabbe dhamma, kim samudaya sabbe dhamma, kim samosarana sabbe dhamma, kim pamukha sabbe dhamma, kim adipateya sabbe dhamma, kimuttara sabbe dhamma, kim sara sabbe dhamma. Okay, what it really means is kim mulaka, what is the root of all things? What is the possibility? Sambhava, that is possibility. Sabbe dhamma. Kim samudaya, how does it arise? Kim samosarana, how does it do a roundabout? Just like samsara, samosarana. Kim pamukha, which is the chief. Kim adipatteya, okay, who is the ruler of that? Kim uttara, uttara is north, that means which is the best. Kim sara, what is the essence? So he says chanda mulakavuso sabbe dhamma. Chanda is interest. So first you need to have interest. To get a saddha, you need to have interest. Manasikara sambhava sabbe dhamma. Through the mind, applying the mind, you get saddha. So first you need to have interest, then you have to put your mind into that. So you have to motivate yourself. Okay. Then phassa samudaya sabbe dhamma. So you need to have contact. Contact with what? With what? Contact with sati. Will give you that effortless driving, just like a car. Okay. All of these factors are required. So first you should have shraddha or saddha, that you can drive the car. Second one, you need to remember the brake, the ABC, accelerator, brake and clutch. If you are doing an automatic, then you should know how to put neutral and the first gear and second gear, and then it automatically goes, let's say. Okay, so you need to know. That is sati. You need to put energy, not all the time. When you are learning, you need to put a lot of energy. After you have learned, you don't have to put energy. Why? Because samadhi is already got established. See, Sachin, when you are driving car, do you really think, how should I drive the car? Where should I drive the car?
No, it's already been learned.
Yes.
Confidence is there.
That is what I'm telling you should be there in Shraddha. Because you are not convinced on the project, or you're not convinced on that activity what you're doing, you are just putting effort. That will not work. Car driving.
I was thinking like just putting the energy into that, at least that helped me to develop the saddha.
No, never. First you have to convince yourself that you can do something, right? A car is a requirement. Did you convince yourself, or you put all effort there?
And if someone is not interested in learning car,
He will never learn.
always put effort. He will always put effort.
But he need to do because of some responsibilities. Like, for an example, like the housewife, she need to drop her kids to the schools. So even she don't have the interest, so because of the need, she need to do that, like a such task.
No, that you leave it, Sachin. Take a car, for example. Take whatever is required in your daily life as an example. You need to have interest. Without interest, nothing is going to work. Nothing. I'll give you a live example. My son, he is 22-year-old. He is not interested in driving. So he has not learnt the car. Even though car is there, he has not learnt. He keeps on postponing because he is not interested. And he doesn't have faith that he can drive the car. So he cannot remember himself that he can drive the car. And because he cannot be in samadhi, he cannot get wisdom of driving the car. Simple as that. No matter how much theory he reads about how to drive a car, how many videos he will watch, why it will not work? Because he is not convinced that he can drive the car. Why he is not convinced? Because he is not interested in doing it. He might put his energy of watching 100 videos how to drive the car, but he will not drive the car. The day he feels interested, genuinely interested, that I need to learn the car, then the faith automatically happens. He doesn't have to import the faith, nor he has to put lot of energy for faith.
Yeah.
Simple. We can bring very simple examples in life.
Yeah.
Correct? What you put for lokuttara, you can put it for loka also. Worldly thing also you can put, and out of world also things you can put. So first you should have interest. That's the reason Buddha says, Chanda mulakavuso sabbe dhamma. All things have interest to its core. So car driving, project management, software development, whatever you want to call, whatever profession you are taking, you should have interest. If you don't have basic interest, you will not have faith. If you don't have faith, you will not have energy. If you don't have energy, you will not have sati. If you don't have energy, sati, that is mindfulness or remembrance, and faith, you cannot be in samadhi. If you are not in samadhi, there is no panya, there is no wisdom. In fact, what is going to happen is that you get bored of it.
Hmm.
Because you are not
Okay.
getting anything out of it. You're just putting energy, 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 and then you feel tired of that energy and you say, forget it.
Yeah. I was thinking like emergency situation, how happens in emergency, need develop, and because of the need, they need to do it. Like this is emergency and there is no other option. If there is no other option, they need to do it. They need to work it. If they have the interest or they don't have the interest. So I was thinking like this concept will help to work to develop the saddha.
No, 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 no. No, you are just putting energy, nothing else.
Yeah.
There is nothing which is happening in your life except for putting energy.
Mm. Yeah.
So even
Okay.
in this loka,
Yeah.
worldly things, you can create 7 bojjhanga factors.
Mm.
Okay, for sati,
Yeah.
dhamma vichaya, you remove that. Loka vichaya, car,
Yeah.
right? Then you require energy, virya. If you are able to drive without banging anyone, you get piti, joy.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get pasaddi, because you don't have to now look at the road, you're just driving. Wow. Then you are in samadhi.
Mm-hmm.
Then you are in upekha, equanimity. That's all.
Mm.
I thought Bojanga will only apply to Nibbana. Four faculty is okay, but Bojanga also for one.
No, I said you can use it for loka. It's for lokuttara, but you can
Yeah.
really see it working even for your normal jobs.
Correct.
Mm. Which sutta it is, Vilas? That
Which one?
the Mul Pariya Sutta?
AN
Pariya, yeah.
AN 8.83, Anguttara Nikaya 8.83.
AN 8.83.
Yeah, if you go to Sutta Central, you can open that. Then
Mulaka Sutta, rooted,
Mulaka
yeah.
Sutta. What is the
Okay.
root of all?
Everything. Root for the success.
Yes, if you apply all those, you are successful.
Oh, that's very great to master this. Yeah.
Okay. So first is interest, second
Yeah.
is Shraddha, third is Sati, fourth is Virya, fifth is Samadhi, sixth is Panya. Assuming that you have interest, the 5 Indriyas are with you.
Okay. Yeah. Initially, even like pretending I have the interest might help to develop the interest.
You take car example, my dear friend. Whether you pretended to want to drive
Yeah.
the car or really wanted to drive a car, it's the same.
But I guess you can have
Mhm.
indirect interest, no? Then like I was saying, you have a family. If I do this project, I will earn money, and then if I earn money, I will get a car for my or gift for my wife. Indirect interest. You can link some other interest.
No, you can motivate in whichever way you want, Sachin, or both the Sachins. You can put it in whichever way. Whichever way you are happy about, you put it. You want to put family, you want to put your own life, you want to put whatever you want to do, you can do. But ultimately, what is going to do? You need to have faith that you can achieve.
Mm.
Something in life you can achieve. Something in the project you can achieve. If you don't have that faith because you lack interest, nothing is going to work. You only put effort. Put effort. What is there?
Mm.
Yes, Aryu.
Yeah, I just gonna quickly say this. I have recent experience, because if some project or I got assigned a lot of tasks at work and something I don't feel like I can do it, I keep procrastinating. But because sometimes I'm forced to do it, but as soon as I think I look at it in detail, I think maybe this I can do. Then it becomes very easy. Then it just automatically I can start reading
Correct.
this and that. But before that, I keep pushing it off, and it becomes such a mental pain.
Yes, absolutely. It is a mental pain. It is actually mental grief. It doesn't lead anywhere. So, first thing in life is you should have interest. Whether it is for Dhamma or for no Dhamma, it is okay. You need to have interest.
Yeah, okay, Vilas. I think I'm fine with this answer now. I will
Okay.
go through Mulaka Sutta and try to work on that.
Yeah, and that
Yeah,
sutta can be used for both of them. So I will tell you how you can play around with both of them. Supposing, okay, one guy trying to clean his home, he finds a ton of trash. He's clearing everything up. One Sunday he thought, I have lot of time, so let me clean. Then he was cleaning and ting, some sound came and he started searching in that dirt. And his eyes fell into a diamond kind of a substance. Okay. Now he got into Manasikara Sambhava Sabbedhamma. In that trash, he found that diamond. Okay. When he found that diamond, what it is going to do for him? It is going to make him contact with that diamond. So his mind will get totally engrossed into picking that whatever that he has seen as diamond. Okay. Then Vedana Samosarana Sabbe Dhamma. Vedana is feeling. So he got a pleasurable feeling out of it. Then because he had that Vedana and he took that golden or the diamond thing, thinking it's a diamond, then he got into Samadhi. Okay. Because he got into Samadhi, Sati took over completely. He is engrossed in that. Endless watching from all the sides, turning here, turning there, turning here, turning there. Then he got wisdom of that diamond, that I have got a diamond. Okay. Then he goes to the shop. He shows, is this a diamond? And he says, no, it is not a diamond. It is just a stone. Then he got vimukti. He dropped it back into the trash. Why? It has no value. So let's say he goes into that shop and he says, wow, it's $5 million worth of that diamond. So somebody, that guy want to buy $5 million. So he got relieved of that diamond, got $5 million, and he feels happy. This can be applied for a normal thing, also can be applied for a Dhamma. So you can practice like that. Any further questions, discussion?
No, I think Vilas, from my side, I'm done, and yeah, I think I need to go out.
Yeah,
So
carry on.
maybe
You
I
carry
will
on. You carry on.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye bye. So now we have Sachin Sharma and Naveen and Aryu. You have anything to discuss? Okay, even Aryu wants to go. Okay.
No, I will summarize I have a couple of questions, but I will just in short, I will put it.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
that mirror meditation or looking at mirror. But if we go to the normal daily life, we meet lot of people, we are walking on the road, right? At that moment, there is no mirror, right? There is no eye. We are just looking at the things. Uh, Even there also Asmita is there.
Yes, it's there.
So at that time, what should be my stand? Whatever I'm seeing are the skeleton and
No.
all
First,
that.
you have to do it within yourself. Ajata has to be perfected, and then Bahidha will work. You can't do
Okay,
it.
mirror thing has to be done first.
First, you have to let go of yourself, and then you can let go of everything else.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so we had a good almost 2 hours discussion. 7:30 we started, so it's 9:37 now.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Aryu, you are getting ready to leave. See you. Have a good day, and remaining two of you have a good night, and we'll again meet. Bye bye.
Have a good night.
Yeah, bye bye.